Hi, I'm Jay, the one-person team behind Ignited Studios. Thank you to all my new subscribers and everyone who watched and liked my previous video. I'm so happy that so many people enjoyed it. I'm going to be exploring and making more mini-games soon. In this video, I wanted to share an older game I've been working on. I'm currently in the process of working on my first commercial game called Ignitus. Yes, it's the same name as my studio, but the game came first and then I decided to name the studio the same thing. Ignitus is a game I've always wanted to make. It was originally going to be a game that I wanted to release when I graduated from college as a conclusionary piece that would represent my art and everything I had learned to become an artist and game developer. I was pretty insecure back then and honestly was still terrified of coding. Even though I took Python and Unity courses, it wasn't enough to make me feel confident about growing in that skill. This ultimately led to me shelving my game. Recently, I started working on it again. Over the past 2 years, I've fallen in love with making games again. Working on side projects and reteaching myself Unity has made me want to make Ignitus a playable reality. I'm actually on the 3rd version of the game. The first version was just ugly and it wasn't in the style that I had envisioned. The second version was lost when my computer decided to stop working. After crying it out, I realized it was for the best because I now had the confidence and motivation to make it better. Ignitus the game is a coming-of-age story. It's about a child that dreams of a world full of color, and with the blessing of their elder, they journey off to discover the truth behind their vivid dreams. The story will have different trials the player experiences that add to the character's development. As you progress through the game, you will gain new abilities and be encouraged to use them in unique ways. The core mechanics of this game are transformation. The character currently called the Child will gain the ability to transform into different color-based iterations of itself that will allow it to access new abilities. The mechanic is inspired by Knack. In the game, you start as a smaller version of the character, but as you collect relics, the character grows and gets stronger attacks. The Child will somewhat work in a similar way. You collect a certain amount of shards and then you can transform into a larger version or a different colored version. The character will be able to swap between red, blue, and yellow forms that have a different set of abilities. The blue form will have sword-based attacks, the red form will have projectile-based attacks, and the yellow form will be able to access hidden spaces or have some sort of clairvoyance ability. I'm still working on yellow. Once the player unlocks these different abilities, they will be able to play through the area in a variety of ways. There will also be different kinds of enemies that are native to the areas you traverse, and have a few bosses to test players along the way. The initial concept and art was something I just came up with in one of my art classes in college. At the time, I was really into rendering and shading and shiny things. I've also always had a love of rocks, gems, crystals, and geometric patterns and shapes. I started drawing crystal gem-shaped characters and experimenting with different shapes. The game will be in a 2.5D style that combines both 2D and 3D assets. It's been fun experimenting with both 2D and 3D. I also feel like I'm getting close to the final look I've been trying to achieve. I have no clue what I'm doing for the music. I have some ideas about what I want. Like for instance, I was thinking something along the lines of piano and violin instrumentals or lo-fi chill classical. Then I was looking up the Velvet Room theme from the Persona series, and then I found the Sonic Frontiers themes from Starfall Islands. I like those themes, and they somewhat capture the tones and moods I'm looking to have in my game. For now, I'm not going to worry about it. I'll be commissioning someone to make all the music for this game. I want to finish building a polished demo to give them so they know exactly what the game is they're making music for. I feel like being able to experience it and knowing about the story will help. For this game, I'm going to be using Unity for its familiar UI and my previous experience using it, Blender for its versatility, and Clip Studio, Paint, and Affinity Designer for creating 2D assets and animations. These are also programs I already have access to, so they don't cost me anything. I plan to release this game in its fullness by 2026. This is absolutely a soft estimate. So the next goal for this project is the first playable demo and launching the Steam page. I will also be sharing the demo on itch.io. I'm trying to decide if the demo should be the first level that focuses on introducing the world, characters, and story, or showing mechanics by being a random level where players use all the abilities and get an idea what the gameplay will be like. But whatever I do, the goal is to release the demo before the end of the year. Fingers crossed. I'll also do my best to at least do one devlog or post one update each month on this project, as I want to share and hear from other indie devs on the same journey, but most importantly, the players. What are your thoughts? Or what would you like to see in the demo? What do you think of the transformation mechanics? Or do you have any ideas for the yellow form's abilities? If you have any advice for me or just want to say hi, leave a comment below. I enjoy seeing that people leave comments on my videos or other content. Thank you again for watching for my first devlog, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!